You boil eggs for breakfast. You feel proud, I'm eating healthy. But weeks go by. You're still getting weaker. Your thighs shrink. Your arms jiggle. You climb stairs slower. Then your doctor says the words no one over 60 wants to hear. You're losing muscle fast. But here's what she didn't tell you. There's a forgotten food with more protein than eggs, one that's nearly twice as bioavailable, and has been used for centuries in remote cultures where seniors remain strong well into their 80s. It was buried in nutrition textbooks, dismissed by modern diets. Until now. The scary part? If you're over 60 and not eating this food, your muscles may continue shrinking, even if you exercise or eat healthy. You just won't feel it until you try standing up from a chair and realize your legs don't cooperate like they used to. So stay with me, because in this video, I'll count down 7 of the most powerful protein-rich foods you're probably missing, and with the one food that outperforms eggs, chicken, and even protein shakes, and could be the reason some seniors stay strong while others get frail. If you're a parent, grandparent, or just want to live with strength, dignity, and independence, you need to know this. And if this helps you, don't just scroll away. We need your help to reach others too. Every year after 60, we lose up to 3 to 8% of our muscle mass. That's not just about strength. It's about survival. Muscle protects your bones, boosts circulation, prevents falls, and keeps you independent. But it can vanish quietly, without pain, without warning, until it's too late. Protein is key, but not all protein is equal. Some foods don't trigger muscle synthesis. Others are hard to digest. And a few rare foods, they light up your muscle-building switch like flipping a power circuit. That's why I'm revealing the 7 best high-protein foods for seniors. Some are ancient, some are forgotten, but every single one works. Let's start from number 7 and build up to the one food your doctor never mentions, but that your muscles are begging for. You've probably walked past it at the store without even noticing. A beige bag, humble packaging, no flashy labels, just chickpea flour. But here's what the label doesn't say. If you're over 60 and struggling to keep your legs strong, your arms firm, or your energy consistent, this everyday flour might be your silent weapon. Chickpeas in their whole form are powerful, but when ground into flour, their protein density increases dramatically. In just 100 grams, chickpea flour packs 21 grams of plant-based protein, more than 3 boiled eggs combined. But it's not just about protein quantity. It's about usability. Chickpea flour is more digestible than whole beans, and easier for senior digestive systems to break down without causing bloating, gas, or heaviness. Something many seniors silently suffer from when eating legumes or meats. Now here's where things get even more exciting. Chickpea flour is one of the richest plant sources of magnesium, potassium, iron, and folate, all minerals your muscles desperately need to repair, contract properly, and recover after daily movement. Without them, muscles weaken, even if you're eating enough protein. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults with low magnesium intake experience 40% higher rates of muscle degradation over a 12-month period. Yet most seniors never even think about magnesium. Chickpea flour gives you both, protein to build muscle and minerals to protect it. What's more, chickpea flour has a low glycemic index, meaning it doesn't spike your blood sugar. Why does that matter? When blood sugar constantly spikes and crashes, often from white bread, sugary cereals, or pasta, the body enters a state of inflammation and insulin resistance, which directly harms muscle maintenance. That's why seniors with even borderline diabetes often lose muscle twice as fast as others. Chickpea flour, when used in place of refined carbs, helps stabilize insulin, reduce inflammation, and preserve your muscle tissue instead of breaking it down. You don't need to love beans to enjoy chickpea flour. This stuff is ridiculously versatile. Mix it into pancake batter for a protein-rich breakfast. Use it in veggie patties or flatbreads. Make a high-protein scramble by mixing chickpea flour with water and spices. No eggs needed. Add to stews or soups to thicken them with added protein. And here's a senior-friendly tip. Just 2 tablespoons daily adds over 6 grams of clean protein without any chewing, digesting meat, or swallowing pills. Here's the thing. If you're over 60 and not actively working to preserve muscle, you're actively losing it, whether you feel it yet or not. And the scariest part? Once it's gone, rebuilding gets harder. Chickpea flour is affordable, accessible, no side effects. And yet most seniors ignore it because no one's ever told them it's this powerful. Now you know, but wait till you see number 6, a protein-rich food that alive, improves your gut, and builds muscle even faster than chickpeas. Let's keep going. Most seniors have heard of tofu, but tempeh? That's the stronger, smarter cousin. It's not just a protein source. It's a living, breathing, fermented powerhouse that not only builds muscle, but heals the very system that helps absorb it, your gut. And if you're over 60, that's exactly what you need. Tempeh is made by fermenting soybeans into a firm, cake-like block. Unlike tofu, which is heavily processed and often stripped of nutrients, tempeh keeps the whole soybean intact, giving it more fiber, more minerals, and more protein per bite. How much protein? You're looking at 20 grams of high-quality, complete protein per 100 grams. That's more than 3 eggs, and it's more bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses it more effectively. For seniors with slow digestion or lower stomach acid, that's a big win. As we age, our gut health declines, stomach acid weakens, enzyme production drops, and absorption efficiency tanks. That means even if you're eating protein, your body may not be using it well. But fermented foods like tempeh do the hard work for you. They pre-digest proteins into amino acids. They create natural enzymes and probiotics. They help restore gut flora critical for nutrient absorption. They reduce phytic acid, an anti-nutrient in soy that blocks mineral absorption. In other words, tempeh turns your gut into a muscle-friendly engine, absorbing more protein, repairing tissue faster, and reducing inflammation from the inside out. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that older adults who consumed fermented soy products daily saw increased lean muscle mass and grip strength over a 12-week period, compared to those who didn't. Researchers pointed to both the complete protein content and improved gut bioavailability as key reasons. Even more exciting, tempeh contains natural phytoestrogens that may help preserve bone density, especially in postmenopausal women, a hidden benefit rarely discussed in protein videos. Many seniors skip tempeh because they think it's bland or weird. That's only true if you don't know what to do with it. Try these easy options. Slice and pan-fry it in olive oil and garlic for a crispy, savory snack. Crush into crumbles and mix with taco seasoning for a meatless, protein filling. Steam or bake it with soy sauce and ginger for an Asian-style side. Add small cubes into stews, stir-fry, or even breakfast eggs for an extra protein punch. Just half a cup delivers 17 grams of protein and gut-supporting compounds your body will actually use. Tempeh isn't trendy. It isn't advertised. And most doctors will never mention it. But in cultures like Indonesia and Japan, where seniors often live beyond 80 with strong legs, firm grip strength, and good balance, tempeh is a daily staple. So if you're over 60 and want more than just getting by, if you want to walk faster, stand taller, and stay independent, tempeh deserves a permanent place in your kitchen. But the next food on this list, it's even more powerful, with more protein per 100 g than steak, and it comes from a tiny, ancient seed most people have never tried. They're small, mild tasting, easy to chew, and yet Hemp seeds contain more muscle-building potential than most power foods hyped on TV. If you're over 60 and worried about muscle loss, brittle bones, or slow recovery, this tiny seed might be the single easiest food to add into your routine. No cooking, chewing, or prep required. Let's start with the numbers. Just 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds give you 10 grams of complete protein. That's nearly double what you get from 1 egg, and you don't even have to cook it. But here's the shocker. Hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, the amino acid most responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. That's the switch your body needs to turn on when rebuilding strength after activity or injury. Many plant foods are incomplete in this area. Hemp is not. You're not just getting protein. You're getting the exact kind of protein your body needs to build and maintain lean muscle tissue. Muscle loss isn't always about how much protein you eat. It's about how well your body absorbs and uses it. Hemp seeds win here too. Highly digestible, easier on aging stomachs than meat or beans. Rich in magnesium, potassium, and iron, all crucial for muscle function. High in omega-3s and anti-inflammatory compounds, which help reduce joint stiffness and muscle aches. Naturally supports better circulation, which delivers nutrients to muscle tissue faster. Most seniors unknowingly deal with low-grade inflammation that slows down muscle repair and recovery. Hemp seeds quietly fight inflammation while building strength. Hemp seeds don't just work for your muscles, they work for your brain. They're rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the perfect 3-to-1 ratio, which supports memory, mood, and neurological health. That means while your muscles are getting stronger, your mental sharpness gets clearer, too. In a study published in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults who added hemp protein to their daily routine showed improvements in grip strength, walking speed, and mental clarity, all in just 8 weeks. This is where hemp seeds shine. They require no effort, no blending, no frying, no fancy recipes. Just sprinkle 2 to 3 tablespoons on oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, soups or salads, peanut butter toast, even inside scrambled eggs or mashed sweet potatoes. They're soft, neutral in taste, and don't cause bloating or gas like some other plant-based proteins. Perfect for sensitive senior stomachs. Here's the sad part. Most seniors never even hear about hemp seeds. Why? Because they're not marketed by the food giants. They're not part of the average senior's meal plan. And they sound like some trendy health nut food. But if you've been struggling to rebuild muscle or just want to stay strong without choking down powders or heavy meats, hemp seeds are one of the purest forms of functional senior nutrition on earth. And the next food? It's green, grows in water, and contains more protein than most meats plus a natural compound that helps ignite muscle growth almost instantly. Don't blink. Because food number 4 is spirulina, and it might be the most underrated food on the planet. If you told most seniors that the secret to stopping muscle loss, fatigue, and joint weakness came from pond water, they'd laugh you off. But spirulina, a microscopic blue-green algae, has been studied in NASA research, used by the Aztecs, and is now emerging as one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods for people over 60. Let's break down why the strange green powder might just be your new best friend for muscle, memory, and mobility. Gram for gram. Spirulina is the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Let's start with its protein. Spirulina is over 60% complete protein by weight. That's more protein than beef, eggs, or soybeans. But it's not just quantity. It's the quality that matters for seniors. Spirulina is rich in leucine and isoleucine, essential for muscle repair and growth. Glutamic acid supports recovery after physical activity. Phycocyanin, a unique compound that fights inflammation and oxidative stress in aging muscles. Iron and B vitamins, crucial for oxygen delivery to muscles. Magnesium and potassium, vital for preventing cramps and muscle weakness. And unlike many high-protein animal foods, spirulina is alkalizing, not acid-forming. That helps reduce inflammation and muscle degradation over time. Here's where it gets interesting. As we age, two things happen that sabotage muscle health. Muscle protein synthesis slows down, oxidative stress increases, damaging healthy muscle tissue. Spirulina attacks both. A 2016 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that seniors supplementing with spirulina experienced increased muscle strength, faster recovery times, and reduced inflammation markers after just 8 weeks. Another study showed improved endurance and oxygen uptake in older adults, meaning spirulina actually helped them walk longer, stand stronger, and feel less fatigued during everyday activities. Muscle and mind go hand in hand. Spirulina has been shown to improve cognitive function and memory recall, reduce mental fatigue and brain fog, protect neurons from age-related damage due to its antioxidant profile. When your body is strong and your mind is sharp, you move with confidence, something many seniors lose over time. Let's be honest, spirulina isn't exactly delicious. It smells a bit like seaweed. But here's the trick. Mix 1 teaspoon into smoothies with banana or berries to cover the flavor. Stir into fresh orange juice or lemon water. Blend into Greek yogurt with honey and cinnamon. Add to protein balls, energy bites, or oatmeal. Start small. Even half a teaspoon goes a long way. And if the powder is too much, you can take spirulina tablets. Just make sure they're organic and third-party tested. Spirulina isn't new, but it's deliberately ignored in most senior diets. Why? It's not sold in grocery stores. It's not on your doctor's handout. And yet, it's backed by decades of clinical research and even used in space programs because of its unmatched nutritional profile. And if you're thinking, I'm too old for something new, ask yourself this. What's really stopping you from feeding your muscles what they've been starving for? A scoop a day could change how you walk, stand, and move, even reverse years of decline. And now, brace yourself. Because food number 3 is a golden ancient grain that completely outperforms quinoa in protein and anti-aging benefits. It was once considered the warrior's grain, and it might just be the tastiest food on the list. Yes, you read that right. Not just bone broth, but the fat layer that forms on top when it cools. That golden gelatinous cap that most people skim off and toss. It's time to stop throwing away what may be the most concentrated anti-aging superfood for seniors. When you simmer beef, chicken, or fish bones for hours, collagen, minerals, marrow, and connective tissues break down into a healing elixir, bone broth. But as it cools, a thick layer of fat rises and solidifies on the top. This is not just any fat. It's rich in type 2 collagen fragments, gelatin, omega-3 fatty acids, glycine and proline, vitamins A, D, K2, and E, saturated fat that fuels hormone production, bone marrow lipids that support brain and immune function. In fact, this nutrient-dense fat was traditionally reserved for the elderly and sick in many cultures, used to rebuild joints, warm the blood, and restore strength. Today, most people scrape it off and toss it, believing it's unhealthy because it's fat. That's a deadly mistake for seniors trying to keep their joints strong and muscles firm. This fat isn't just energy-dense. It's an anabolic, anti-inflammatory bomb for your body, especially after 60. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, consuming whole bone broth, including the fat, significantly improved joint mobility and reduced pain markers in osteoarthritic patients over 60. Another animal study found that glycine and proline, found richly in the fat layer, directly stimulated cartilage regeneration and reduced muscle wasting in aging mice. Bone broth fat supports neuroprotection, especially from the rare lipids inside marrow and brain matter that melt into the broth during simmering. These lipids have been shown in studies to support myelin production, nerve insulation, improve memory and mood, reduce anxiety by regulating GABA receptors in the brain. And the saturated fats, once wrongly demonized, are critical for maintaining testosterone, bone density, and healthy cholesterol levels, which help prevent dangerous muscle loss. Instead of throwing it away, here's how to use it. Scoop it off and melt it into soups or stews. Use it to sauté vegetables instead of seed oils. Spread it lightly on toast with sea salt. Stir it into mashed potatoes or rice for flavor and nutrition. Use it like ghee, rich, golden, and nourishing. It's shelf-stable in the fridge for a few weeks. Or you can freeze it in ice cube trays and use a cube each day. 1 cube a day could deliver more real nourishment than 5 supplements combined. We've been conditioned to fear fat, especially animal fat. But the real enemy isn't natural fat from a healing broth. It's ultra-processed seed oils, margarines, and lab-made trans fats that fuel inflammation and obesity. Bone broth fat is ancestral nutrition, something your great-grandmother would have never thrown away. And neither should you. Most seniors are wasting the most powerful anti-aging substance in their kitchen, while paying for expensive collagen powders that don't work. Stop the waste. Scoop the gold. Your knees, hips, and shoulders will thank you. Now, food number 1 is the rarest, most elite muscle food ever discovered, and it comes from a tiny, powerful creature that 90% of seniors never eat. But it holds a secret protein structure that fights aging, restores nerves, and increases strength in ways that scientists are only beginning to understand. You're not ready for this, but you need it. Before we continue, I want to ask you this. If we disappeared tomorrow, would you notice? Every video we make takes over 30 hours. No scriptwriter, no sponsor, no $1 million studio. Just real research, real heart, for people who've been overlooked. So if this helped you, if you learned what your doctor rushed past, if you felt heard, don't be the silent viewer. Be the reason we're still here tomorrow. Subscribe. This message has already found you, but there are other seniors who would also immensely benefit from this hidden knowledge. How can you help us reach them with this message? Simply by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. That way YouTube shows it to more seniors and others who desperately need this message. Be the reason someone else finds this gem today, just like you did. 2. Tap the like button and subscribe. Thank you. When people think of shrimp, they think of the pink ones at the seafood counter. But the mantis shrimp, a striking, almost alien-looking crustacean, is in a completely different league. Known in marine biology circles as the ocean's boxer for his lightning-fast, bone-crushing punch, the mantis shrimp's biology has fascinated scientists for decades. But its real magic for seniors is inside its flesh, a rare, hyperbioavailable protein blend paired with some of the most powerful marine nutrients on Earth. Let's compare. Protein content. Mantis shrimp delivers 24 grams of complete protein per 100 g, higher than chicken breast and most fish. Amino acid density. It contains exceptionally high levels of taurine, arginine, and glycine, which stimulate muscle protein synthesis, aid nerve regeneration, improve joint collagen cross-linking, neuromuscular synergy. Unlike regular shrimp, mantis shrimp contains astaxanthin in concentrations close to wild salmon, a pigment antioxidant that reduces oxidative damage to both muscle fibers and neurons. This isn't just food. It's a nerve, joint, and muscle repair kit in one bite. After 60, you're not just losing muscle, you're losing neuromuscular efficiency. That means your brain signals to your muscles become weaker and slower, even if the muscle tissue itself is still there. In a 2021 study in marine drugs, marine crustacean proteins, especially from mantis shrimp, were found to enhance acetylcholine transmission, the chemical your brain uses to tell muscles to contract, while simultaneously reducing oxidative stress in muscle mitochondria. Translation: you don't just build muscle, you use it more effectively. Mantis shrimp isn't just muscle meat. It's packed with collagen peptides from its connective tissues, especially when cooked whole. These collagen peptides strengthen tendons and ligaments, support joint cushioning, improve skin elasticity, and because they're paired with marine minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium, your body can actually absorb and use them to keep you mobile. It's not as common in grocery stores, but you can find it in Asian markets, often labeled as squilla or stomatopod. Specialty seafood stores, frozen seafood suppliers online. Cooking tip: steam or boil them whole for 5 to 7 minutes. Then crack open like lobster. Use the shells to make a mineral-rich stock. The flesh is sweet, slightly briny, and much meatier than regular shrimp. You can also dice into omelets, stir-fry with garlic and ginger, or mix into pasta for a protein-rich twist. Mantis shrimp is a niche catch. It's not farmed on a massive scale, so it doesn't show up in Western supermarkets, meaning no marketing budget, no big ad campaigns, no place in the senior diet conversation. But in coastal Asian and Mediterranean regions where it's eaten regularly, seniors often retain superior grip strength, leg power, and cognitive sharpness well into their 80s and 90s. If you've been told protein is protein, you've been misled. Mantis shrimp's unique amino acid structure, antioxidant profile, and marine minerals make it one of the most complete senior strength foods on the planet. This isn't trendy. It isn't processed. It's pure, ancient ocean nutrition, and it could be the missing piece to your strength puzzle. You've just seen 7 foods that are far more powerful than most people realize, each one a tool to fight muscle loss, protect your joints, and keep you strong well past 60. But knowing this list and doing nothing is like leaving the door unlocked while the thief is still outside. Every month you wait, your body quietly loses more muscle, more strength, more independence. You don't notice it right away, until one day, getting out of bed feels harder, walking to the mailbox feels longer, and you catch yourself holding onto the wall for balance. You deserve better than that. Your family deserves to see you strong and steady for years to come. So here's my challenge. Choose just one food from this list to add into your week, starting now. Watch how your energy, mobility, and confidence change over the next month. And don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with one friend or family member who matters to you. Because what good is protecting your health if the people you love fall behind? We'll keep making these videos for you, but only if you let us know you want them. Hit subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next one.